Oh snap! I need my Oh, I can go for my phone. Hi y'all. Happy Sunday. Not Saturday. The days I committed to go live. It's been a rough week. I'm not even gonna hold you. Hopefully y'all pop in. If not, I completely understand. But I just wanted to do a check-in with y'all. As I had committed to and keep it real on where I am with my goals. This week has been very, very challenging. Very challenging. I'm just trying to see from my personal. Okay, there we go. I gotta change that setup on my I gotta figure out how to do that. But how my image show up when I go live, I don't. It's very outdated. I need to fix that. Okay, let me set up there. Why am I frozen? Here? Am I frozen on y'all end? Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm like, oh, it's one person on. It's me. I'm on. Okay. I need to turn that down. Okay. Checking in live, doing my weekly goal check-in. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but actually had a lot to do. February is relatively busy for me. Both of my kids' birthdays in February. I have a Valentine's baby, so my daughter birthday is this Friday, and then 8 or 9 days later is my son's birthday. So Black History Month babies, beautiful brown babies born in the month of February. They're 2 years apart, and both of their birthdays in February. So it's a lot going on. On top of living in the United States of foolery, it has definitely impacted me mentally. Like I just feel myself just like emotionally checking out and just getting through, the day-to-day for work and for at home. But as far as like my content creation, it has just like taking a back seat. And I'm trying to get out of this funk, but also just being, in the field of mental health. I'm allowing myself the space to just feel the feels, but I'm definitely in a funk. I am. From this administration and everything that's going on, it's getting to my mental, and I'm trying to be mindful to not let it just, suck the life out of me, and monitoring my news intake. I actually do not watch the news. I'm not a big news person because a lot of times the news just reports on the doom and gloom, and like maybe one or two things of just like, hey, this positive thing is happening, and then the other 98% is just like all of the craziness that's going on in the world. So I never really been a big fan of the news, but since this election of who we have now in our presidency, I've been a little bit more attentive, and not necessarily like the local news, but a lot of like YouTubers who are covering the kind of what's going on in our country, and it is impacting my mental. So I'm making a mental note to kind of pull back and just refocus on my goals. So that's what you were here for. We're doing a goal check-in, and I want to pull up my goal sheet that I created in my Google Doc, which is a free, awesome tool to use with my goalie check-in. So if this is your first time here, I switched up my goal strategy to do quarterly goal planning. And with that, I have it broken down into months, and then within that, well, not necessarily into months, but within quarter, but I do weekly check-ins to help me stay accountable and be on track. Usually these check-ins are supposed to happen on Saturdays, but yesterday was super, super busy for me that I lost track of time and it was just too late. So today is Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, Kendrick Bowl Sunday. And I'm like, let me get on here before the game start. Horrible timing, but you know what? I'm like, if I don't get anything done, I'm going to get this done. And so let me share my screen with y'all. Let me see, where is my, okay, I need to go into my queue. Where's my camera? Oh, okay. I didn't even set. Okay, yeah, I'm behind. So let me see. Go to present, share screen. We'll go here. Okay. So these are my Q1 goals that I'm looking to obtain by the end of March. So we have the Tame the LMSW, which I've already completed. My next goal is to grow to 10K subs, which is in progress. And then we have my spirituality goal, which is to read my Bible, create a routine of reading my Bible and praying more. And I have a couple of goals that are kind of going to be year round, which is my spiritual goal in saving to 10K and just kind of sharing the progress there, because those are going to be goals that's going to, be on every quarter. But kind of like the big, heavy goals that I'll be doing, I'm aiming to have no more than 3 goals on there. And then the year round goals are just something that are new habits that I'm trying to have stick. And so reading my Bible and praying more is a year-round goal. And then, saving to 10K, I am giving myself a year to reach that landmark into my savings. And so last time we spoke, I did a recap on what I was able to accomplish in January, because we are already through the month of January. And so I obtained my LMSW. In regards to my monthly videos, I got 9 out of 12 videos posted. And at the end of the month, I had about 3.6K subscribers, which was about 200 new subscribers that came in within that month. And then I did complete a Bible reading due to the church fast that I was on. And then at the end of the month, I had about a little over $500 saved. And so when we get to the end of February, I'll kind of, do a recap as well to see, where I landed at the end of the month. And so being that we're in a little into the first week of February, your girl is completely off track. It has been a struggle for me, and I'm trying to adapt what I do at work, which really helps me stay on track. I have like a little excuse me, I have like a little weekly pad or whatever, a weekly notepad that has like the days Monday through Friday. On there it goes through Monday through Friday. And each day I kind of like write out what I need to do to kind of complete, whatever task that I have for that day. And I find at work that has really helped me on track. So I got me a weekly planner that I found at Aldi's, which I don't know if y'all part of the boycott move. Just found out all these scrub their websites of their DEI initiatives. And so now they're on the op list. And I'm like, God dang it, Aldi's. But before I knew that, Aldi's have a great section in their store where there's like Aldi's Fine. And I found a weekly planner. And so this is the weekly planner that I have here at my desk. Sorry, this is my computer camera, so it's not going to show up that great. But yeah, it's a weekly planner, and it has the days of the week. It goes all the way until Sunday, and then it also has at the bottom here some little lists here. So it has a to-buy list, a to-do list, and notes, which I thought was really cool. And so I tried to adapt that during the first week of February, and so I did create a list. I can't see. I want to put the blinds down a little bit. I don't want it to be too dark here. So you can see, no, it's still a glare. But I filled out my first week of February, and there was a bunch of stuff I needed to do here, and it didn't work, y'all. It didn't work. I maybe got 2 things done off of this list. One of the things that I realized I need to do is I have to establish a better morning and evening routine, because my sleep regimen, my sleep hygiene right now is really bad. Like I am up super late, and then I'm getting up just in time to get to work and get the kids ready for school. I can't even say get the kids ready for school. These kids get themselves ready for school and be getting me ready for work. But because they're at that age now, they have that independence. But so yeah, my sleep hygiene is really bad right now, and I need to get it in order. And so that's kind of where I'm going to start, is starting small with my sleep hygiene. There is a rule that I want to try to adapt. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see. Let me see. 10. Yes, so there is a sleep hygiene rule that I want to follow. It's called the 10-3-2-1-0 rule. And so the basically within the first 10 hours, well, 10 hours before bed, you want to avoid caffeine, which I'm not a huge caffeine person to begin with. I drink like a lot of tea. So 10 hours before bed, you want to avoid, consuming any caffeine. And then 3 hours before bed, you want to stop eating or drinking. So basically have your last meal or whatever done at least 3 hours before bed. And I can imagine like eating really late because your body is like metabolizing your food. There's some energy that's being used and may kind of disturb your sleep, because I do eat late, really late sometimes, or like, grab snacks and stuff. So, but yeah, you want to, 3 hours before bed, make sure you had your last meal for the night. And then 2 hours before bed, you want to minimize mental stimulation. And so any like work that you're doing, or any any work related task, you want to make sure that 2 hours before bed, you're minimizing that. And then at least 1 hour before bed, you want to avoid any screens. And to be quite honest, that's the one that be tripping me up, is my screen time is really, really bad. I have a lot of screen time, especially before bed. I'm constantly scrolling on my phone, just watching things. And sometimes I use that ironically to fall asleep, which is kind of weird. Which I feel like it has like a double negative effect, because sometimes I do fall asleep, scrolling, but I don't think it's the best quality sleep. So I want to be attentive of an hour before bed, no screens. And so in regards to like establishing a more healthy nighttime and morning time routine, I'm going to follow that 10-3-2-1 0 rule. What is 0? What does 0 represent? And then, 0 is no snoozing. So 0 snooze button hit in the morning. And I am queen snooze button. I will hit that snooze button 10 times before I get up. So 0 snooze button hits. And so again, I'm going to, improve to help me get on track with my goals, because this month has been just completely awful. I've done nothing. I've gotten 0 videos out on my YouTube channel. I haven't, besides going to church today, that's why I got my Sunday's best on right now. Besides going to church today, I haven't read any of my Bible. And besides praying over my food, that's the only prayer that I got in. So like the second month is just looking real raggedy. Like I'm not doing it. Like I got nothing done. And so I'm like, okay, that's why I'm so happy. Now I can see the benefit of doing these weekly check-ins, because I can see something like this easily spiraling into 6 months, because that has happened to me before. Like I'll have like all of this, energy and motivation, like the first, 2-3 weeks. And then after that, I just check out. And now that I've held myself accountable and be like, you know what, I'm going to do my weekly check-ins to my community. And even like with my check-ins, I was supposed to check in with y'all yesterday. It's Sunday. So I didn't want to let myself down. And so I was just like, you know what? I at least need to do my check-in before this week is out. So even though it was supposed to be yesterday, I got my butt up on here today to get it done. And so I am noticing my own patterns, which is really, really interesting, and a very kind of introspective thing for me to kind of see and learn. When I look back on a lot of things where I'm just like, I know I could be a lot further, but like this pattern of me like going and stopping has been, relatively consistent for quite a bit of things. And I realized like I have to pay attention to like what I'm consuming and my mental health and what's kind of like checking me out. But I'm a huge, huge believer of giving space for even the uncomfortable feelings. So I'm not the type of person where it's just like, if I feel sad or if I feel like I'm checking out, I'm trying to hurry up and like get rid of that feeling. It's just like, okay, why am I feeling this way? Like what kind of has me here? So that way I'm a little bit more attentive to the actions that I need to put forward to kind of get me out of that uncomfortable space emotionally. Because there's a balance there. You want to allow, time and space to feel those negative emotions, but you don't want to get stuck there, which can lead to, anxiety and depression and all of those things. Excuse me, when you kind of get stuck in those negative emotions. And so this week has been rough. I am going to try, even though my weekly, goal planning was not really successful. This week, I'm going to give it another try. I'm going to give it another try using my weekly planner. I think first I need to improve my sleep. Like before I do anything else, I have to improve my sleep hygiene. And that's, looking at my nightly and morning routine. And I want to keep it really, really simple. Ideally, my goal is to get up, like start my mornings at 6 a.m. But that's not realistic for me right now, where my like patterns is. So instead of like jumping to 6 a.m., I'm like, okay, I usually get up like around, because I'm trying to think, depending on when I gotta be at work, I'm usually out the house by like 9:30. Because my job is like less than 10 minutes away from where I live. So I'm usually out the house by 9:30. So I'm getting up at like 8:30. Like it's bad. So what I'm going to try to do is just aim to, instead of like, getting up at 6 a.m., set my alarm to 7:30. I think 7:30 is a good start, especially when being at work. I'm really supposed to get there at 9, but getting there about 9:30ish, I think would be a good start for me, setting my alarm at 7:30 in the morning and then gradually working my way up to that 6 a.m. morning wake up time. And in my morning routine, I do want to keep it simple. And so one of the things I found to be helpful is kind of like prepping my clothes and stuff the night before. I like to take my showers in the morning, but I do know when I take my shower at night and, I already have my clothes ready for the day, like I'm a lot more, like I'm able to kind of get moving. So, but I like taking my showers in the morning. I just like feeling like fresh, like super fresh. Before I leave out the door. So I'm gonna like play with that. I know you did, sir. Get down. My cat Simba hopping on my desk, waving his funky tail in my face. Distraction. I lost my train of thought. Yes. So figuring out if I want to shower in the morning or in the evening. I don't know. I don't know, but I do find when I shower in the evening and I just kind of get up and do, or get fresh, it does help me get through my day more. Once it starts to get nice outside, I do want to include like meditation. I have a beautiful, beautiful backyard and a porch. I already have like a yoga mat, but I would like to get like some outside, like meditation. Ideally, I would like to do that in the morning. But what I want to do is keep it simple to kind of get me off track, to get me on track, because I'm not doing anything right now. Like I've fallen completely off track. And I know first start is I need to improve my sleep hygiene. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set my alarm for 7:30, and then I'm going to figure out if I'm probably going to stick to the morning showers. I just like taking a shower in the morning. But I am going to make sure I prep my clothes the day before. Boy, this cat, he gets on my nerves. He always like to pull down the blinds like he got some business to tend to outside. Stop. Here, let me lift it up so you can see. Ain't nothing out there but the same trees and the same grass. Okay, sorry y'all. But yeah, so, and then, like I said, both of my kids' birthdays is in February. So there's just a lot of planning for their birthday parties, gift shopping and all of that I'm doing. So February is a tough month for me in general, just despite me trying to like stay on track with my goals. There's just a lot I have to do, as a mommy. So I'm going to give myself some grace for that. But the first week of February, complete trash. I did absolutely nothing. I didn't record any videos. However, I am going to give myself a gold star for at least getting my weekly check-in with y'all. So if you're here on the replay, shout replay in the comments. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I have. So just kind of like a quick recap. I'm going to continue to try to do the weekly planning at home because I found this to be most effective at work. I do want to incorporate that for my home life. So I am going to set my weekly calendar for this week and hopefully I stick to it. And then I need to improve my sleep hygiene. So I'm going to follow that 10-3-2-1-0 rule to kind of help me get on track. So yeah, I'm going to check out. Thank you for those who were able to hop in and tune in for a little bit. Next Saturday. Ooh, wait, actually, will I be able to hop on next Saturday? Her birthday. I know I'm doing an outing for her on my daughter on Friday for her birthday. I feel like Saturday I have something to go to. It might be the Black Women Invest Group meeting. No, it's not that Saturday. I should be able to check in with y'all next Saturday, and I'm glad that I'm doing this because it's really helping me stay accountable, and just be honest on where I'm at. And this week, I didn't do anything. I did absolutely nothing. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. One day at a time. So that's it. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday, and until next time, dream, believe, and achieve.